Hey there, I'm Michelle Wise with the Living in Denver team, a real estate team. Today I'm going to show you what it's like and what you can get for $1.5 million in the Denver suburban market real estate. So let's not waste any more time and jump into it right now. So we get calls and questions about, what people's money gets them here in the Denver metro real estate market, especially from those people coming from out of state. And so we wanted to show you, anytime you live in a city center like Denver proper, you tend to pay a little bit more. The more central you are, the more expensive things can be. As you push your way out of that metro bubble, then things start to decrease in a sense, price point, size point, things like that actually get bigger for less money. And so again, we wanted to show you today what the Denver suburban market can bring you for $1.5 million. It's really actually quite fascinating when you kind of look at it. We do have a video out there on what 1.5 million gets you in Denver proper. So that'll give you a good idea if you're looking to actually live within the Denver city limits. And then if you want to push out into the suburbs, again, I'm not talking going out, to the Eastern Plains or up into the mountains, but just the Denver metro bubble itself, just by inching out a little bit, can give you a little more variety. And also what you get in the nuances of the different aspects of the Denver suburbs, because while they are similar in a lot of ways, they also each kind of bring their own special, unique touch, flair, space, style, whatever you want to call it. So let's jump in here and share my screen with you. Okay, so we are going to jump into our first property here. This particular property is in Parker, and Parker sits on the southeast corner of the Denver metro area. Parker used to be a kind of like a cow town, seemed really far out 25, 30 years ago, maybe even more than that. But it has, because of, the expansion of the Denver metro area, it now essentially butts up, touches the Denver part, and is considered part of the Denver metro area. So if you want more information on Parker specifically, check out our vlog on it. But let me show you kind of where this sits in relation to the Denver metro area. So on here, if we zoom back out a little bit, okay, so here's our Denver map, right? So here's Denver right here in the city, intersection of I-25 and I-70, kind of our two main thoroughfares right there. And this whole area right here is considered kind of the Denver metro area. So you'll see we're down south here in Parker. We're actually south of Parker, but this is still a Parker property. So when we go to it, you're gonna see that this is what you can get for $1.5 million. You see here that you've got, it's on the outskirts of Parker even. And so you've got space. You're going to be amongst this scrub brush, but this is a developed master plan community. It's in Pradera, but it has that kind of larger lots, bigger, natural, mature landscaping. You can see from some of these pine trees and the scrub oaks. And you're gonna be out here amongst these kind of rolling plateau hills that Denver has in the South Metro area. And you'll see these are probably 3 to 5 acre lots all out here in this neighborhood. So you've got that space. It feels, like you're not living on top of your neighbors. That's a lot of what the benefit of this type of neighborhood in the southern or edges of the Denver metro area can get you for that price point. If this house was in Denver, you'd be right next door to your neighbor and, practically be able to pass sugar out through the window to each other. So you get a 4-car garage, but I mean, look how beautiful this neighborhood is. It's unbelievably beautiful. And this neighborhood does have an HOA. It does cover, kind of the common area landscaping. It does have a pool, a clubhouse available, and it is a golf course community. So depending on where you are in the Pradera neighborhood, you potentially can get a golf course membership or a social membership to that country club and golf club as part of your HOA dues. And then in other areas of this neighborhood, you still can do that, but you do pay a little bit more in order to get that. So if you're a golfer or want that country club lifestyle out on space, this could be a perfect neighborhood for you. But all these houses out here in this neighborhood are going to give you these bigger floor footprints. This house particularly was built in 2006. It is 6,500 square feet total with 3,250 up and 3,250 down. It's 4 beds and 5 bathrooms. So ample space, not only inside, but outside. Nice tile roofs, nice updates, nice finishes. You're going to have that kind of more modern open floor plan, even though it was built in 2006. That's when builders were really kind of jumping into giving you that open floor plan feel. So not completely wide open and not that farmhouse style, but you could easily convert this to that if you wanted to. But granite countertops, slate tile floorings, and then some of this stuff is just taste specific. You've got the Tiffany style pendants. And then again, here's your open floor plan, gas fireplaces. Pretty much all these houses out here are going to have a gas fireplace. We don't have too many wood burning new fireplaces just because of air conditions here in Colorado and air quality, but you will find a fireplace in almost every home in Colorado. Got office space, huge master floor plans on a lot of these models out there. Again, this is a ranch, so you've got that main floor living at its peak, big, huge 5-piece primary bathroom, just nice high-end quality finishes out here. And then you're also going to get a walkout basement in a lot of these because it's got that rolling topography. The builders, a lot of people in Colorado do like that finished basement. A lot of homeowners in Colorado like that finished basement with that walkout feel, so you don't feel like you're going kind of down into a dungeon. So a lot of walkout basements out in this neighborhood, which really give you that continual living feeling without feeling like you're in a basement. So a lot of these will have wet bars, game areas, additional bedrooms and bathrooms in these living spaces, and just really nice finishes. Main floor laundry. And here's what is one of the epitomes of Colorado living is outdoor living space. So this is going to give you big, huge, expansive deck. I mean, look at this. They even have room, for a large 8-top table, but then you can kind of see over here too, they have a fire pit. So people in Colorado, yep, here you go. Here's a great display of what that looks like. But, Coloradans love their outdoor living, and this is what you get for 1.5 in Parker area in the Denver metro area. So then from there, if we jump out of here, next house, this one's taking us up north. So this one is going to be in Broomfield. And this is taking us back up north. So I'm going to go to the map here so you can see where that is. Broomfield is also going to be on the outskirts and give you some of that bigger lots, extra outdoor living space. You're not in quote unquote the city feel, but it's going to be different than Parker in a lot of senses because it's going to be a little bit more, this neighborhood especially is going to be a little bit more of a rural feel. So if you're wanting to move to Colorado and you want that, horse property, this would be a great part of town for you to look in, and what's a good example of what you can get for $1.5 million. So again, here's the metro area. We were down here, kind of in this neighborhood right here, for where we just came from at Parker. And now we're shooting up north to Broomfield. So when we look at this house, this one, you're going to see a vast difference from what I just showed you, but in a great way if this is what you want. So this house is older. It was built in 1973. It sits on 3.2 acres though. So the other one had that large acreage too, but that was not anything you could do equestrian or animals or anything like that. It was in a master plan community. So that's city living, but not feeling like you're in the city. This particular section of town is going to give you the option for that equestrian type of living feel. So if you have horses and you want some, animal life, this could be a great place, a part of town for you to look at. So this particular house, again, built in 1973, so substantially older. This neighborhood is older. This neighborhood's been established for quite some time. And again, it's 3.2 acres. It's a 4,000 square foot house with 2,500 feet up and then another 1,500 in the basement. But you'll see it's a much more traditional style look to the architecture of this house. And here's what you're getting up in this particular part of town for that 1.5 million purchasability. You're getting the equestrian facilities that are on your land. And so this comes with a barn. It's a 3-horse stall barn. And you can see here's the house, here's the barn. You've got some pens for the animals and some space. So, it's just a different feel. If this is what you're looking for, then this could be the perfect area. And you'll see the neighbors all around are very similar and like-minded purposes of the property. So this is going to be more of that equestrian neighborhood if that's what you're looking for. So again, there's that barn, ample space for your trailers and so forth that you need to kind of have that style of living. It's got outdoor living. Again, I tell you all the time, Coloradans love their outdoor living. So this is actually a wood fire pizza oven. Yum, sign me up. But it's got that ability. Okay, so here we're in the main part of the house now. So you can see it's still open floor plan. They've done it, they've remodeled it, updated it very, very nicely. You've got your kitchen over here, your family room. This is a tri-level, so tri-level floor plan. So you're gonna have this main level living with a sunken family room, and then you go upstairs for your bedrooms. Again, beautiful kitchen, super nice updated, but just not quite as, it's more of a traditional floor plan. And here's that sunken family room I talked about. Again, fireplace there. Almost can't have a house without a fireplace. And then you go to the basement, and they've got more living space in the basement, which, you can tell this is a sunken basement here, not a walkout. And, they've created additional living space down there with a little kitchenette, maybe an in-law suite. So if you're looking for something that has the ability to have that multi-generational living, this could be a great possibility with this kind of setup and layout for you. And then we go upstairs, and you've got your secondary bedrooms, good sized rooms, ample space. And this particular area is kind of, because of it's the tri-level, it's actually got another little level built into it too for that primary retreat with an ensuite. So this is going to be an example of not your typical everyday floor plan, cookie cutter floor plan. It's got a nice office space up there. So again, it gives you that primary retreat exclusion for living, or working if you need quiet office space. But that's what this kind of property is going to give you. So again, that's that one. And if we jump out of that, we are actually going to head down south again and check out a property that is in Castle Rock now. Castle Rock, again, let me show you. This is down very close to where we were in Parker, just a little further west. And this is going to be in another golf course community, very high-end, prestigious neighborhood called the Village at Castle Pines. So here we are again in Denver. The house we just came from in Broomfield was up here. The first Parker house was in this area. And now we've just shot a little further due west, and we're in Castle Rock in the Villages of the Castle Pines. So this is a gated community built in 1997. So on your older age, Castle Pines Village has been around for a long time, but maintains its desire and value unbelievably well. So again, 1.5 near price point, but look at this. This is going to give you that mountain feeling. It's going to give you the idea that you are truly living that Colorado dream. So that house in Pradera was in kind of the rolling hills. That was in Parker. The house up in Broomfield was a little bit more of that plains, equestrian life. This is going to give you that mountain feel. So again, like I said, it is a golf course. There's a world-renowned golf course that runs through there, not part of your HOA, but it does give you ability to join. But look at this. This is gorgeous. This is a single family house, so you don't have any shared walls. So nicely, beautifully renovated for considering it was built in 1997. Another fireplace, lots of windows, hardwood floors. They've really done everything in this house to update it and make it beautiful. Great open floor plan, lots of living space, room for everything. You've got your primary here, full 5-piece bath, and just abundant amounts of living space with a wet bar. So this is going to be on your lower level. And then you've got your additional secondary bedrooms. Every room in these houses has been updated. So then this one actually sits on 1/3 of an acre. So, smaller, especially with all those trees surrounding you, it's going to make you feel like you've got a lot more space. Unbelievable. How nice would it be to sit here on a summer afternoon and read a book and sip a glass of wine, or have friends over, or hang out with the family, or whatever it is you want to do, sit with the dog. This is great. So, and then you've got that big deck again, Colorado outdoor living, right? We embrace it for sure. So lots of nice little places. So even though it's a little smaller of a lot, you've got all the trees surrounding, very, very private, and lots of outdoor little nooks and crannies, things tucked away in to be able to enjoy this. I would like to be sitting there right now today. So that's this one. And then we are going to finish up and head a little more urban now. We're going to head into Inglewood. So Inglewood, when you look at Inglewood, Inglewood is more of an urban suburb in the Denver metro area. Here it is on the map. You can tell it's been developed for a very long time. And here's where we're sitting with this. So as we zoom out on the map here, you'll see in relation to where we've been, this is a much more urban, not Denver proper, but suburban feel at $1.5 million. So you're here kind of just a little south of Denver. Again, Broomfield House was up here. The Parker and Castle Rock houses were down here. So kind of smack in between. But this is what you're going to get here. Now, this particular house, like I said, is definitely more central. So if you're working downtown in the Denver Tech Center, you can still find these types of houses in a more urban setting if that further out skirts of town doesn't suit you. This is a new build. So one of the nuances about Inglewood and some of these other more central places that you're going to spend a little bit more for, but be central, is that because these neighborhoods have been here since mid 1900s, we're seeing a lot of builders go in, scrape an old house and build a brand new, beautiful home on that lot. So this particular one is brand new, was just built in 2023. It's 3,800 square feet, 2,600 above grade with 12 in the basement, 4 beds, 3 baths, things like that. So you'll see this is a brand new house, but you can tell by these houses over here on the sides that those are more looking like a 1950s bungalow. So you're going to have ones that are either scraped, the original 1950 bungalow, the original 1950 bungalow that's maybe been, updated and refaced, and others, that are everything in between. So definitely a different vibe in a neighborhood that's more urban where they're going in and scraping. But this house is beautiful, everything brand new, but you get the benefit of living in an established neighborhood, and you get the benefit of some walkability. You get the benefit of just being central to, light rail or your work or, schools, things like that. A lot of walkability in Inglewood. So they've put in an office, nice powder room. They've opened up this floor plan, nice kitchen, family room, fireplace, outdoor yard. So again, this is going to give you more of that feel of you're actually in an established, traditional kind of neighborhood. Gas stove, beautiful updates that they've done. So when you're looking at that, it just is a personal preference, kind of more so of the neighborhood and the feel of what you're looking for when you buy. Upstairs, again, a little more traditional floor plan that to kind of keep the vibe of the neighborhood, in line. Bedrooms are upstairs on this one. And look at that tub. I mean, beautifully done here. And very streamlined, ample closet space. So they've done a really nice job with building this house and still kept some of the charm of what it would feel like if you had lived in that neighborhood from the beginning. So finished basement here, of course. It's not a walkout again, but you still see they've put in big windows, very light and bright, extra living space, and that's an additional bedroom. So your 4th bedroom is going to be downstairs, and then, your more traditional yard. So you're not going to be with acreage. I think this one actually sits on maybe a quarter of an acre. I can't remember exactly, but it's more just your traditional neighborhood feel. But again, you can see the houses next door are not there. It's not a new house. Yeah. So that kind of wraps this up. Wanted to, again, just to show you today what different parts of the Denver metro area once you push out from Denver proper. So hope you've enjoyed this. Hope it's given you an idea. If you have further questions, if you want more information, please give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of our information is down below. Subscribe to our channel. We're here for you, and we just want to be your resource and answer any questions. No pressure ever. So until next time, I'm Michelle Wise, my partner Cheryl Crowns, part of the team as well, and she's not here, but you'll catch us on all our other videos. And again, if you want to watch, we do have a vlog about Inglewood, Castle Rock, Parker, a lot of the other areas around the Denver metro area as far as suburbs go, and that can give you some further dynamics of what it would actually be like to live in those specific cities in Denver. So thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.